Hello everyone, this is the maximise presentation for the AQA Art Design GCSE. That includes art, craft and design and the textiles option. So as you're aware, under normal circumstances, the course is divided into two sections. Component 1, portfolio, which is all of your coursework, which is what you've been working on from the start of year 10 and you would normally work on up until Christmas of this year. And then component 2 is the externally set assignment, which is the exam part of the course, which you'd normally work on from January of year 11. This is not going to happen this year due to time lost because of the COVID-19. This year, you'll just be focusing on your portfolio. So that is all the project work that you've been doing in class and in your home study. So it's more important than ever to make sure your portfolio is the highest standard, as it will be 100% of your grade this year. So remember that portfolio needs to include all the 4 assessment objectives, which are all equally weighted. So assessment objective 1 is about you doing your research, looking at artists, craftspeople, designers, showing how their work has inspired you and understanding their work and demonstrating that through how it's influenced your own. Assessment objective 2 is about your use of different materials and media, annotating your work, saying what's worked well, what hasn't worked well, why, what you've learned from that, how you could develop your work further. Assessment objective 3 is part of sort of drawing and annotation, also comes into this assessment objective. So developing into your final conclusion, which is assessment objective 4. So that is you presenting a personal response. So everything that you've looked at through the other assessment objectives, how that comes together to make a conclusion. So if you follow this process that is listed here, you will fulfill all the assessment objectives, and that's what we will have gone through in class with you. So firstly, you need to do your research. So you're looking at different artists, craftspeople and designers, you're expressing your opinion about the work, how they've inspired you. Ideas will be given by your teacher, but independent study to develop this further will add marks if what you're studying is relevant. Then collecting your own research by observing from secondary and primary sources. Primary sources is more important. Take your own photographs as reference and produce work inspired by them. Using different media and techniques to create artwork or samples inspired by your research in different techniques. Not everything has to be perfect. Annotate the work, say what's gone well and why. If it hasn't gone well, that's fine, but say why and what you've learned from it, and then how that's helped you to develop. And then it's coming up with your own ideas. So you're producing a range of design ideas for your own personal response, whether that's a clay piece, a textiles piece, a print piece, a painting, or mixed media. So again, annotate what designs are successful and why or not, what you've been inspired by, have your initial plans changed and why, and then make your personal response, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be one piece. It could be a series of pieces, but something that you've come up with yourself in response to all of the preparation that you have done. So you've got 2 projects for your portfolio in art, craft and design. So those are Africa and Sea Life. And that is the list of tasks that you should have undertaken in both of those projects. Your 2 projects for your portfolio in textile design are surface texture and pattern and cultures. And there's your list of the tasks you should have undertaken in those. There's a reminder of annotation guides which have been emailed out to you. So if you need any hard copies of any resources, then please ask your teacher and they'll be happy to provide those for you. Things have been emailed out. So you're going to be supported in your lessons, but home study and independent learning will really help the development of your work, and that will lead to higher grades. After school intervention is also going to be available.